Wow. The Golden State Warriors are 2022 NBA champions. They take down the Boston Celtics in 6 games. They do it in Boston's backyard in TD Garden. Sporting fans around North America rejoice. Boston does not get another championship. In fact, what's great is that they felt like they had it, up 2-1 with home court advantage, and it all comes crumbling down. They don't even win a game after going up 2-1 at home. Jason Tatum, I believe, did not get a second half point. Oh, we got 2 points second half tonight. Woo, I mean, we were all waiting for Jason Tatum to, oh, he's struggling early. He'll figure it out. He'll start playing well, but it never happened. He just never did it. Jason Tatum, I'm sorry to say to Boston fans, but if Jason Tatum shows up in this series, I don't think the Warriors win it. A week before this series began, I said Celtics in 6. When Boston were up 3-2 on Miami, I said Celtics win the NBA championship in 6 games over the Warriors. I believe that the defense and just more overall talent would have gotten them over the line. I believe the Celtics have a better team than the Warriors. I still believe that. They needed Curry to go nuts, which he did. If Jason Tatum shows up, the Celtics win this series, because in my opinion, the Celtics are the better team in this series. The Warriors had the best player in this series because Steph Curry delivered. In the biggest moments, Steph Curry delivered. In the biggest moments, Jason Tatum did nothing. In the second half of the biggest game in his career so far, still relatively young, the biggest game of Jason Tatum's career tonight. In the second half, he drops 2 points. When they needed him most, Jason Tatum unfortunately just failed to deliver. Jason Tatum unfortunately failed to deliver. We have a Celtics fan in chat right now. I don't know if that's a troll, but Tatum did not show up. That's the reality of what happened here. Because again, I go back, like I truly believe that the Celtics are the better team here. And if Tatum shows up, I think that they win the series. Do want to point out, Siakam's got one. Until none. A few years to catch up, but we can still have our fun with this meme for a little while. Man, the thing is, the Celtics steal one in Golden State. They take the game 3 at home. They have home court up 2-1, and they don't win another game for the rest of the series. That's tough. You know, the biggest thing for me was that the Celtics just had an absolute knack to crumble. You know, like the Miami series, game 7 against Miami. How close were they to blowing an 11-point lead with like 3 minutes to go? Miami weren't good enough to expose the Celtics for their deficiencies when they go on those cold runs. The Warriors were. And the Celtics start up 12-2 in this one, and the Warriors go on like a 20-0 run. That just doesn't cut it for this part of a run to win a championship. It's a young Celtics team. You know, they took down a very good team in the Bucks. They got to the finals. They won 2 games in the finals. That's impressive, but there are things that need to be addressed. I don't think the right thing to do right now for the Celtics would be to break up Brown and Tatum. It clearly works. Could you maybe find a little bit more bench talent to support them? Possibly, but I mean, Derek White delivered big time in this series. Like, Richard was good in some spells, maybe not all of them. But like, this Celtics team, I think, has a promising future ahead. But a lot of questions in the offseason when your best player, a supposed top 10 player in the NBA, Jason Tatum continues to fail to show up in the second halves and especially fourth quarter games. Like continuously, game after game after game, Tatum did not deliver in the big moments. Like I'm not like I full transparency, if you know me, you know I hate the Celtics, but there's no bias associated with that against the Celtics. Tatum failed to deliver. Like 2 points in the second half of the biggest game of his career. That is just not going to cut it. Only 24. Loads of time to get better. He's not in his prime, so he's got a lot of time to get there, but you know, it's tough. It's tough getting back to a finals. So we'll see what happens with the Celtics. As far as the Warriors go, Curry is just another level. He's going to get the finals MVP that he deserves and solidify a case as one of the top 10 players in NBA history. Some of the things he did in this series, like Game 4, Steph Curry was one of the greatest basketball performances I've ever seen. Knowing what was at stake, down 2-1, playing away from home, dropping was like 40 points, I think over 40 points. Unguardable. Like, you're talking about drop coverage. Now, you can't really play drop coverage against Steph Curry. You're playing drop coverage with both of your feet above the three-point line, and he's still making those shots. It was a special run by Steph Curry, an absolutely sensational run. Game 5, obviously, he sucked, and he was fortunate to have guys bail him out and have the Celtics bail him out by not playing well in that game. But Golden State, they deserve this one to go 2 years in a row without making the playoffs and to just come out, dominate like this. Shout out to Curry for his performances. Draymond was so good in Game 6. There was criticism for him, but wow. Draymond was sensational tonight. I actually got to see his stat line here. Maybe we can take a look at everybody's stat line. Draymond was 8, 12, 8, 2, and 2. 5 turnovers is ugly, but wow. That is great. Oh, sorry, not 8. Sorry, what was I saying? 12, 12, 8, 2, and 2. Even better. Wiggins, another good game. Curry was 34. Game 6 Clay didn't show up, but you know, Jordan Poole off the bench as well, giving you some good minutes. It was a special run. Then you go to the Celtics. Jaylen Brown showed up. Again, Jaylen Brown showed up. 34 points. Tatum, 6 for 18. 1 for 4 from 3. 13 points. Like, that's supposed to be one of the best players in the NBA. Like, granted, the bench gives him nothing. The bench gives him 5 points today. That is looking like the early season Raptors there, but I mean, what can you say when even your best player doesn't show up? How are you going to expect the other guys to do it? Credit to the Celtics. They had a under 500 record in December. They were the best team in the NBA from January 1st onwards, but they could not stop Steph, especially without going to their best player. It is crazy. Jason Tatum will finish the NBA Finals, I'm told by chat, by Phoenix with a 48% true shooting percentage. That is bad. Like, really bad. But that's the way it is. The notion that the Celtics were tired, like Celtics reporters saying Jason Tatum's tired, he hasn't had a break in a while. Everybody's tired. You're in the NBA Finals. Everybody had to work to get here. If you didn't want to play 7 games in back-to-back series, finish those earlier. Like, it's part of the game. Like, you're tired. People get tired. You gotta fight through that. That's what the NBA Finals is about. This is the biggest moment where you can't have those excuses. And that's the reality that we're in right now. Every team deals with it. Every team goes through the full season, goes through the whole playoffs. So, you know, I have no sympathy for arguments that a guy is tired. No sympathy for those arguments whatsoever. So congrats to the Warriors. You know, congrats to the Celtics for getting to this point, but it's going to be a series that I think Celtics fans are going to really feel like they can win. I think they sold Game 2. I think they sold Game 4. Yo, imagine losing an NBA Finals. Did you see that? Sorry to, you know. Did you just see that? Two Celtics fans going apeshit because they went on the Jumbotron. Could you imagine losing an NBA Finals and being amped because you're on the fucking big screen? Man, fake ass fans. That's crazy. All right, props to the Celtics. They earned a lot of respect from people, but they fall a little bit short. But hey, with the great work they did this season, maybe they'll be back. What a season of NBA content. I was excited to deliver a lot of it. We got a lot more on the way on all the amateur hour platforms. Fun season. Let's keep getting better in the next one.